Greetings, welcome back to Ask John Anything. Hey, this month I'm standing. Some months I'm sitting. Some months I'm staring into a screen with a bookshelf in back of me. Hey, we're trying new things. It's Ask John Anything. Next month, who knows, it might be upside down. One thing hasn't changed, however. We impart information that improves young people's lives. This month, tips for a teen's summer. Do not submit to the sluggish slacker summer slide syndrome, sometimes called the sluggish slacker summer slide spectacle. Instead, let's have a super productive summer. And how can we do that? Just publish a book. I thought I'd get your attention, but colleges do love those of you who spend your summers working in a science lab doing research, and those of you who put together a book, maybe even just a book of poetry, and get it published. But let's walk through precisely what reasonably we can get done this summer so we don't submit to the SSSSS. So we're walking through academic goals, skill building goals, financial goals, personal goals. Ready? Let's rock. So scholars, academic goals for this summer. Hey, step one, let's get ready to jump our score. If you're going to be a senior in the fall, let's get ready to jump our score. Hey, if you're going to be a junior in the fall, get ready. Prepare for the ACT or the SAT. We can help you out at ontocollege.com. But don't squander this time. A time when, hey, you can master grammar, hammer the grammar, master it. Strengthen your math, get better at reading comprehension. Hey, and if you're taking the ACT, get better at science. And number two, hey, we're not all Einstein's grandkids. Occasionally we exhibit some weaknesses academically, no problem, we've all been there. But let's use this time to fortify that weakness, okay? Come on now. Hey, when I was your age, I struggled in Latin a little bit. I know, I just dated myself. We used to take Latin. We also used to play outdoors, unsupervised. Ancient man leads Ask John Anything. And in Latin, I didn't have a good vocabulary, so I fortified, I strengthened my vocabulary knowledge, and boom, my grades in Latin took off in the future, and I use Latin all the time now. Not that often, actually. Now, what about getting your essay done? If you're going to be applying for a fancy scholarship, you're going to be applying to colleges, you're going to have to write some essays, and typically as the personal statement for countless colleges out there, they'll accept the common application, and that means your personal statement, 650 words, you can write it on anything. I know there are about 6 prompts, but you can take anything that you want to write about and fit it into one of those prompts. We have 5 keys to writing great essays. Just go check out ontocollege.com, our blogs, and look at our Ask John Anything, writing personal statements that pop right there. And watch and make sure you understand the 5 keys to writing great essays that pop. They can be life changers. And just a cautionary note, you want an essay topic that's going to differentiate you. My guess is for the foreseeable future, a lot of young people are going to write essays about the impact COVID-19 has had on them. So you may want to avoid that topic and find something that truly can differentiate you, that's truly unique. Something else you might get done this summer, those of you focused on academic goals, is you might ask for recommendations. My guess is teachers or adults you're planning on asking for a scholarship or a college application recommendation would appreciate having the summer to take care of it. So you might send them an email and very respectfully request, would you be interested and willing to write me a recommendation? For colleges, typically they want 2 teacher recs. The teachers should come from junior or senior year. 1 should be in humanities, typically English, science, and 1 should be in STEM, math or science, typically. And I know you haven't yet had your senior year classes, but maybe you know that you're going to ask 1 or 2 of your junior year teachers. Now would be a pretty good time to ask. All right, those are our academic goals for this summer. What about skill building goals? Musical instrument, theater, singing, a sport, you get the idea. Colleges want to see depth of commitment. They want to see excellence. I'm not saying de-emphasize all your other extracurriculars. I'm saying dig in and get great at one. Because if you can participate in that extracurricular in college and help out that extracurricular in college, whether it's the orchestra, the theater, or a team at your future college, that's going to really help you get in and get money. but it also shows commitment, resilience, grit. I'm not saying quit the other extracurriculars. I'm saying emphasize. And summer is when champions are made. Get great at that extracurricular passion. Here's another great way to build skills: volunteer. It can build this, your heart, your sense of empathy, compassion, make you a better person. Volunteer for a cause you care about, ideally twice a week during vacations and once a week during school. For a cause you care about, twice a week during vacations, the summer, and once a week once you get back to school. So contact causes you care about, nonprofits, a volunteer activity where you can make a difference, not just for others, but for yourself. It's not just good for the soul, it's great for your college application. Colleges want leaders who show initiative, who are selfless and caring and self-sufficient. Volunteerism demonstrates all of that. So we've covered academic goals, skill building goals. How about some financial goals? Nearly 1 out of 5 full-time college students are working 35 or more hours per week during college. Really tough. Ideally, during the summer, we take care of as much of that financial need as possible. We earn as much as we can during the vacation, so when we're in college, we can go to college. 10 hours a week's not going to kill you. 12, 15 hours a week's going to start to affect that college experience. But 35 hours a week, ideally we can earn as much money as we can during the vacations, decrease the need to earn so much during the school year. 2 things. If you're working that much, there may be some need-based aid eligibility you're not tapping into. There's probably some scholarship eligibility you've got there. If you desperately need to work that much just to pay the college bills, there may be some need-based aid eligibility you want to look into. Contact the financial aid office. And number 2, if you need to earn that much during the school year, maybe we need to choose a lower cost college. So we've covered academic goals, skill building goals, financial goals. Now, personal goals for this summer. Read. Have I mentioned reading? You want to read? All right, at least 3 books, hopefully many more. And I'm not talking Go Dog Go, that doesn't count. I love that book though. Or the Matt Christopher sports books. I'd go to my grade school library. This was before screens. And I'd go find Touchdown Tommy or The Year Mom Won the Pennant. My 4th grade teacher never got any homework out of me. Those don't count. Books, fabulous, life-changing books. We got a list for you, hey! Just go to ontocollege.com, click on blog. We got a fabulous list for you. These are my favorite. I said we have a list. This is my list. Favorite books, life-changing stuff, including the book that really changed me when I was your age. Really changed me when I was your age. Read. Have I mentioned reading? Be sure to read. And for your own personal growth, how about pick up a new skill, something you've always been interested in. And thanks to YouTube, you can learn an instrument for next to nothing. Heck, you borrow someone's old guitar, forget the next 2, it's free. That's what our video stud, Adam, does. He's an online guitar teacher for free, and you're self-taught thanks to YouTube. Right, Adam?
That is true.
You sure?
Oh, yeah.
Confirmation. Now, most importantly, set aside some time for family. I know if you're a little bit like my kids, I mean, you sometimes want to wear shirts that say, orphans have it better. Don't forget your parents. We're a people too, and we like to spend time with you. And you know what costs nothing? Walks. Some of the best conversations I've had with my kids. On a nice walk. Set aside meal time to sit and talk, not being rushed. Put away the clocks, put away the screens, brain killers. Spend time with family. That's the stuff you remember. It's the relationship stuff. And hey, choose this time to ask questions. Guess what? I know that we adults don't usually get it, but we have some knowledge. We've been around. You got to give us that. We've been around. Ask us some questions. Family history stuff, but hey, what would you do in this situation? Or what did you do? You won't believe the magic that can happen. So those are some academic goals, skill building goals, financial goals, personal goals. Now, if you're like most of us, you're not going to get around to all of it. So this week, identify what goals you're going after so you don't suffer from the SSSSS, the sluggish, slacker, summer, hold everything. The sluggish, slacker, summer slide syndrome. Also known as the sluggish, slacker, summer slide spectacle. Don't let it happen. And if you really want to, publish a book. You know those poems that are trying to get out of you? You know that story that's trying to get out of you? Go write that book. Because if you got a book that's published, even self-published, that is like putting up a huge ACT or SAT score on that college application. There's a book inside of you. Maybe. And even if there isn't, just make sure this summer becomes a summer you are proud of. Put together your list this week, and take your list of goals and email me. And I'll take a look at it, and I'll get back to you. Accountability. Let's make it happen. At the end of this summer, we're going to look back with pride. You identify your goals. Let's make this happen.